Like, okay, I spent several years being patriotic. Fuck the haters, and that's how it is, YouTube. Nah, stupid fucking lighter. Fuck you, stupid fucking lighter. Hey lighter, fuck you. Oh, you don't like being beat up. You don't like it. You don't like it. You don't fucking like it. Then maybe you shouldn't fucking go against the grain, stupid fuck. I'll beat you up, you piece of shit. God damn it! I broke my fucking cigarette. Fuck. Fucking social media doesn't give a shit. Fuck you. Fuck you fucking touching me, you piece of fucking shit, you. And fuck this. And of course my drink has to spill. I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes. And no one's gonna feel sorry for me, because it's just like you did it to yourself, dude. You had a fucking drink combo, and you had to lose your fucking autistic temper. Spill it for yourself. Fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out of my lane, stupid fucking hat. Stupid fucking piece of shit fucking hat. Fuck you, oh it's here. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You fucking piece of goddamn shit. Fuck you, you stupid fucking bottle. Stay on the fucking desk, stay on the fucking desk, you piece of shit. Fuck you, I told you how many times did I fucking tell you to stay on the fucking desk. Fucking stay on the desk, I told you 1,000 times. Fuck you, fuck you stupid fuck. You wanna fall off the desk to beat you, and no one asked you to beat you, you piece of shit. Fuck you. I don't care if I got a nasty fucking temper. Fuck you, stay the fuck in my hand, you piece of shit. I'll smoke you until you're dead. Fuck you. Don't care if anyone cited me, I'm fucking miserable. I'm just making the best of every day. That's all you can do, YouTube. That's all I can do. Of shit, I'll smoke you until you're dead. Fuck you. Don't care if anyone cited me, I'm fucking miserable. I'm just making the best of every day. That's all you can do, YouTube. That's all I can do. I'm an incel, mindfulness shit. I'm a Christian, and I have evidence. I'm a Buddhist, and I wear no clothes. I'm a pedo, and I think that shows. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. I'm an alpha, I live with my dad. You're a simp bro, and I'm just a Chad. I'm a black belt, you know what it is. And my carpet is all covered in jizz. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. I'm an alpha, I live with my dad. You're a simp bro, and I'm just a Chad. I'm a black belt, you know what it is. And my carpet is all covered in jizz. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. You know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. clips in town. TV underground has the best video clips around. TV underground has the best video clips in town. TV underground has the best video clips around. TV underground has the best video clips in town. TV underground has the best video clips around. TV underground has the best video clips in town. TV underground has the best video clips around. TV underground has the best video clips in town. TV underground has the best video clips around.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is an unexpected Friday the 13th stream. I didn't even know it was Friday the 13th when I first woke up, but I was like, oh, it is Friday the 13th. So here I am, streaming away once again. Please like the stream. My short-term goal for this stream is to get us to 50% of the weekly goal. If you want to help out with that, there's the link right there at the top of the chat. If you would be so kind, thank you so much in advance. We are, oh God, where is this shit? There it is. Okay. So this is going to be kind of just a casual stream, just hang out, watch a couple videos, maybe play some games later. I know like gaming is not a big hit on this channel. Like most people are not interested at all in watching me play a game. So if I do that, that's going to come at the end here. I have been kind of playing with the new Indiana Jones game. So that's something. Yeah, Game Jalorve, Lorve, Game Jalorve. Yeah, I did a stream yesterday in the morning, and I played like basically the tutorial for the Indiana Jones game, and I started at the beginning of the first level. It's a cool looking game, and I've had fun. I've always been a fan of the Indiana Jones franchise. I will say the Indiana Jones in this game, he's almost like Batman because he has to like scale buildings and make these like long, almost like parkour style jumps from rooftop to rooftop. I honestly want to know how the whip like when he uses the whip to like swing across things, how does the whip stay put? Like how does it not unravel and cause him to fall? I don't know. I guess those are one of the questions you shouldn't ask. But then how does he so easily unravel it? Yeah, plot armor. Sorry. All right. Let's check in with our boy Cobra first.
Somewhere in the world today, men have got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. Stand up.
It's amazing.
Stand up.
Amazing.
Stand up.
All right. Here's a dirty joke.
Shibisky and I are doing
Whoa!
a movie night / GTA 5 stream tonight. You are welcome to join us. I know you play GTA, but if you want to watch a movie or two where we can record a commentary for your Patreon. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas. FYI, that jarred some.
Oh, I missed. Let me read that out loud. I really appreciate that. You like nice round numbers, I'm guessing, because you gave exactly enough to get us to 50%. So I really appreciate that, Negan. Let me read the whole thing here. If we can talk Shabisky into being on the stream with me tomorrow, maybe you could join us too. Let's see. Shabisky and I are doing a movie night / DTA stream, GTA 5 stream tonight. You're welcome to join us. I know I think you mean you don't play GTA, but if you want to watch a movie or two, or we can record a commentary for your Patreon. I hope you have a wonderful Xmas. FYI, that Jared song rules. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's probably the best AI song that I've made. And the video's fun. I spent a lot of time on the video. I'm not a good editor, so I don't know if I can do it tonight, but if we plan ahead, you know, I could probably, you know, figure it out. Maybe tonight, but I don't know. I'll have to look. But yeah, we can do something. And by the way, I do have the movie commentary for my Patreon. I had to move it around. I was originally going to do it last night, but things got in the way. So I'm doing it on the 26th. So if you want to be on the show on the 26th and then watch the movie later on, I'm going to do that. It's up to you. All right, let's check out Cobra. Here's a joke. I got you know how he likes to record jokes. Here's it says dirty joke pirate hooker.
British have this dessert called spotted dick. It's a bread pudding. Sounds like a British slang for STDs, if you ask me. Genital warts. Blech. Like to hear about me, mate? What happened? He got spotted dick from this minge down the street. Oh, that's rough. Who'd he get it from? This pirate hooker named Eileen Peggy. Oh, and she's got spotted cunt. A pirate hooker named Eileen Peggy? Yes. She got a peg leg, an eye patch, a hook for a hand, and a talking parrot. Parrot says, not in the ass. Put a condom on and I charge extra for the eye socket. She's got a sexual fetish. She's into pegging. She'll take her peg leg off and put a wooden dick on the end of it. She likes that booty, and it's time for you to walk the plank. She calls her wooden dick, she calls it limp dick.
Okay.
She likes that booty, what can I say? Ar, har, 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 har. Just watch out for the splinters, you fucking asshole. She works at IHOP on the weekends. And I heard she smells like trout, so I'm like, hey, you get the fuck out.
Okay. You know, I'd like to see Cobra work a room sometime, you know? Like, give this man a stage and a mic. I have not yet selected a movie, but I will select some kind of Christmassy movie, I'm guessing.
Jingle bell, Jared smells like hell. Cobra smells amazing now. That's definitely what's up. Hey, feeling the Christmas spirit.
Ooh, Sinterklaas. What's the Danish name for Santa Claus? I know in the Netherlands it's Sinterklaas. And he has a black guy. In the Netherlands, Santa Claus is followed around by a black guy named Black Pete. They've tried to reform it and make it seem like it's just a white person with soot on their face, but literally it's a black guy. And he's dressed like the way Moorish people used to dress back in the day. So like all these like white Dutch people, that wear like blackface and these like curly wigs, and they have like the big like lips and everything. It's really bad. It's really bad.
You glorious bastards! King Cobra JFS back at it with another video. I hear a lot of women who are screaming about how miserable they are and they're just sad and they're upset. From an outsider's perspective,
Aruga.
I'm not trying to speak on all behalfs or anyone's behalf, but if women want to be happier in life, step one, stop blaming men for everything. Take some responsibility for your half of your shit and get the fuck over it. Step two, stop hating women and being so catty towards each other. Learn to work together as a sisterhood.
The sisterhood of the traveling pants.
Step three, you do not need to rely on validation of anyone else to feel good about yourself. Stop trying to compare yourself to women you like/hate, picking yourself apart because you're not just like them. You are your own fucking woman. Own that shit.
Danish Santa Claus, Julemond equals Christmas man. We be straight like that.
Ah, Julemond, Christmas man, Pepsi man. It does kind of sound like a superhero name. And does he resemble the, like the portrayal of what Santa Claus looks like in a lot of like modern cultures?
Step four, you don't have to be tougher than the boys to contribute to anything. When they tell you that crap, it's all designed to segregate us as a society and separate us by our genders. Mango Monster and coconut rum. I ran out of the other drink, but it's all good. Having a career or having a family doesn't define you as a woman. So girl boss the fuck up and figure it out. You are strong and independent goddess, and you got this.
I'd like to see a motivational speaking tour hosted by Cobra, where he shares these opinions and ideas live.
Crazy bastards. You did a female version, so how can men be happier in life? Well, we're always being told to man up. Well, I'm here to tell you a couple of things. Number one, fellas, your masculinity isn't determined by how tough you are or how much pussy you're getting, because if you're comparing yourselves to other men because you're not tough enough, you're just as catty as chicks are. Number two, you gotta stop giving a fuck what everyone else thinks about you. Like I said for the ladies in the female version. Men to be sitting there like, you know what, I want me some coconut rum. That sounds delicious. Not a sponsor. But they're afraid to drink it because their buddies might call them a fag. They're like, that's a girl's drink, you know. Stop worrying about shit like that. Just do your thing. Fuck them. You're more secure with your masculinity than they are. Number three, you don't gotta be tougher than chicks to prove how tough you are, period. I'm sick and tired of the way men get treated. Speaking as a man, our masculinity is measured by how much pussy we can get our dick inside of. And we gotta be measured by how tough we are. And if we can do/fix shit with our hands. Bullshit. Number four, if you cannot provide certain things, that does not make you less of a man. Provide what you can provide. And stop hating women because you're having shitty dating experiences. This goes for the ladies too. 1 second. This Rum Haven coconut water rum is made with pure coconut water, Caribbean white rum, and pure cane sugar, and it good. If you like Parrot Bay,
I do feel like his combos, his drink combos, have become more refined over time.
Boo. If you like coconut rum, you're going to like this stuff. Like when I was a kid, I was not the biggest fan of coconut, but as an adult, I like it in certain things. And this coconut rum's got a nice kick to it, too. It ain't no pussy shit. And which brings me to my next point. Stop giving a fuck if people think you're a pussy. Because you got to prove to everyone that you're the toughest dude in town. Now you got the biggest dick in town. Ain't nobody care. Calm the fuck down. And you don't gotta do stupid shit to prove your worth.
Oh, God.
Which means you don't...
How many people out there have ever taken a shot and immediately threw it up? I've done that before. That was always my fear while doing the spin till you spew stuff. Was that it would hit the back of my throat wrong and it would just like automatically puke.
You gotta be tougher than all the other boys. You don't gotta be tougher than all the chicks to prove anything. It's fucking bullshit. It doesn't make you a bigger man because you're tougher than someone. What makes you a bigger man is being able to admit to your mistakes, admit when you're wrong, own your shit, and work on it. Even if you're right, being the bigger person will get you a lot further in life. In this case, you know the expression, fellas. Be the bigger man. You know, when you got some chick beating the shit out of you and you know you can't hit her back in self-defense, put your hands in your pocket and walk the fuck away. Like, you know what, we will discuss this when you are calm and more relaxed. Don't give her the satisfaction of being right. Because when you hear these angry femcells, angry man-hating cunts, going all men are the same, fuck that, prove them wrong, show them who's boss, without being a sexist about it. And the thing about sexism is...
I think Cobra has a naturally high metabolism because the stuff he eats, you'd think he'd be bigger than he is. And it does look like his dad is like a pretty fit guy, so he might just have like good genetics when it comes to metabolism.
It exists on both sides, but it's only called out when men do it. So what do you do, fellas? Don't be afraid to stand up for your rights, but don't be a fucking dick about it. You know? Because women would do the same thing. Women would totally do the same thing if something is sexist or not quite in their favor, and it goes against what women want and what women believe. You'll never hear the fucking end of it. And the thing of it is, no one gives a fuck about men's rights. They don't. So it's like, then everyone else expects us to care about their rights, and it's kind of a shitty predicament. So what do? Like, to a point, you give them what they want, and then maybe if they're nice enough, they might give you the same treatment. And really, this goes for everyone. Treat others the way you want to be treated. You know, you see a bunch of dudes hanging out on the bar, they're all drinking beer and whiskey and getting rowdy and obnoxious. You see a drink being ordered, someone makes it, it's like this leaning tower of glass filled with like 10 different rums, and it looks so fucking good. It's fruity, it's colorful, and it has nothing to do with your sexuality or gender. You just like flavored drinks. And you want to order it, but it's like, you don't want your buddies busting your balls. And it's like, dude, as a dude, you got to stop giving a shit if people bust your balls. Bust them right back. You know what I'm saying?
Bust those balls.
And you know what? Fuck them. If the world has to bear the weight of the world's problem, let's put it on a man's shoulders and expect men to do everything. Here's what I'm saying. If men cannot fix everything, that does not make you less of a man. You are a god. You are a man. Do it. Make Tim Allen noises with me. You a man, and the world will hear you roar. And like, you know what? I refuse to hate women. Fuck that shit. Hating women doesn't solve the issues. I know it's perfectly okay for women to be femcels and feminazis and hate men because you know the stereotype men are all pigs. Don't you dare say all women are cunts because you'll never hear the end of it. And like if women would seriously hate hearing that crap, then extend an olive branch. Can we just be nicer to each other? Not all women are cunts and not all men are fucking assholes. Oh, Cobra's got a fucking potty mouth. Kiss my Asperger's.
Kiss. That's like a catchphrase from like a sitcom. Kiss my Asperger's. By the way, I've only been doing this stream for 30 minutes and we're already at 50% of the goal, which is amazing, and I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for helping me out here.
Yeah, it takes a bigger man to be like, you know what? This woman's being a jerk to me and I don't gotta put up with it. I'm gonna walk away from the situation and do my thing over here. And she continues with her, it's like, well, now you're the one that's obsessed. No, fellas, you learn. You learn how women argue. And Bill Burr said it best. When women are right, they stay on point. But when they're wrong, they go rogue. They'll think of shit you're insecure about, or that you get bullied for, or they'll try to copy you and do anything they can to get your attention and piss you off and make you so mad you call them a cunt. And then what happens?
Then they fall in love. That's what happens. You call them a cunt, and they fall in love.
Well, I know what I said or did is insensitive, and it makes me look pathetic, but that's no reason to call me a cunt. Now you're in this fucking room. That's what it is. That's what the fuck it is. There are some women who will do anything they can to make you so fucking mad you want to smack them because they know for a fucking fact that men cannot hit women back. It's dirty, it's disgusting, it's manipulative. And real men know how to say, you know what, I'm not gonna buy into this men are abusive crap. These fucking fourth-way feminazis, oh, it's all propaganda against men, yet you expect us to do everything. pay for the meal. All your sexist, don't pay for the meal. You're a cheapskate. Pay for half the meal so you can show that you're willing to compromise. And here's the thing, I'm sure there's a lot of women out there right now who honestly would appreciate a man paying for the meal. It's traditional, but that's just it. When it comes to like traditional gender-based roles, nobody calls it sexist when men are expected to fulfill their gender-based roles. Am I wrong for saying it? I'm not here to attack anyone, but like as a dude, I get it, from my perspective at least. It's after 5 o'clock and I've been drinking. Sue me. Woohoo! Oh no, the weather in Casper has been unusually warm for this time of year, and I'm not complaining. I fucking hate the snow. It's cold, it's bitter, it makes your bones cold. You slip on shit because some fucking cunt forgot to salt the sidewalk. Some fucking asshole pig piece of shit was too fucking lazy to be like, okay, here's the thing of it. If you're old and you have a hard time getting around, if you're old or disabled and you have a hard time getting around, fine. If the store's out of salt, fine. But there was no fucking excuse. It's like, you know, I gotta work on my temper. You know, I get it. As a man, you got testosterone, it makes you aggressive. And society fucking programs you. Like, men can be trash, I get it. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's all this pressure on men to do it. And our masculinity's measured by how much sex we get. And if we're tough enough, and if we can, like, fix shit with our hands or build shit. And it doesn't make you a man. Sticking to your guns, being a man of your word. Treat others the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that fucking hard to be a decent person. If you ask somebody like, hey man, what's up? Can I borrow $6 for a pack of cigarettes and I'll totally get you back when I get paid? And they go, yeah, I got you. Let me see what I got, you know? Payday comes around, you pay them the fuck back. That's what it's all about. Being a decent person has nothing to do with gender at this point. You gotta believe in yourself and realize that sex, dating, and everyone else's validation of what they think about you does not define you as a person. Like, oh, did you see Chad got a new girlfriend? Yeah, I did. And she's fine as hell. There's a lot of shit that irks me about dating and the double standards. Like, women are so quick to call men shallow because some men have certain standards when it comes to dating. But there are also some women who have the same shallow standards. And they're allowed to be shallow because they have a vagina. Which, you know, if men had to put up with all the problems that came with having a vagina, they would fucking hate it. It doesn't make it right, but, you know, they're called the fairer sex, when some of the crap that women go through is completely unfair. Sometimes it's unfair for men, too, you know? That's why it's called a double standard. The Lord knows the world's sick and tired of me bitching about that crap. Well, here's where it kills me about society, you know? They expect men to be more masculine. And as soon as we are more masculine, it's toxic. If we're less masculine, we get called inappropriate homophobic slurs, basically. And it's fucking stupid. Women are being told to be more feminine. And then as soon as they do act more feminine, they're slut-shamed for it.
Damn it.
Women...
So, a lot of what we hear here is this philosophy where it's like, well, men do this, but when women do it, they get called this, and then he does it the other way. He talks about like the contradictions or you know what I mean, the things that he considers unfair or unbalanced between the two genders.
Men are expected to give out sex, and as soon as they do give it out, they're slut shamed. And men
double standards. Thank you. My brain wasn't working right there. Thank you for helping my brain work.
Are expected to get it. And if they're not getting it, or if they try to get it, they get shamed and cast aside for it. It's only celebrated when they do get it. And to me, that's just, yeah, that's some crap, dude. That's why I'm like, you know, sex, dating, a career, etc., having a family, none of that determines who you are as a person, regardless of gender. If you're so worried about what everyone else thinks about you, then you're going to be fucking miserable trying to make everyone happy. And it's like, you cannot make everyone happy.
You can't.
So if you can make yourself happy, that's all that counts.
You can't make everyone happy, Tubes.
And that, like, men need to stop trying to, like, because women do this crap too, where it's like, oh, I'm tougher and better than you and better looking than you, blah, 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 blah. Fuck all that. This pecking order bullshit. And it's like, men should just work together as a brotherhood. It'd be like, women are not the problem. Women are not the problem. Men are not the problem. People are the problem. And what it all boils down to is we got to believe in ourselves and be nicer to each other. And not take shit so fucking seriously. But that's just my fucking opinion. It doesn't matter what the fuck I think. I'm just some random autistic retard on YouTube who likes to drink. 1 second. That's the problem with our society, YouTube. They want to make it about religion, race, gender, sexuality, creed, all that dumb shit. That's how they segregate us as people, man. They want to make it about our differences when they should be making it about what makes humans the same. But that's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. How can men be happier? Realize that you don't need sex to be happy, and that if women are giving you shit, just walk away from it as peacefully as possible. And your masculinity is not determined if whether or not you're tougher than your fellow man, or if you're tougher than a chick. And you don't gotta compete with women and other men to be a better person, and you don't have to rely on everyone else's validation to feel good about yourself. And that having more sex and having the biggest biceps doesn't make you a better man, dude. And your masculinity shouldn't be determined by how big your dick is and how much pussy you're getting. That's fucking retarded.
And then it ends right there. What a great last line.
YouTube, it's your boy King Cole. We're back at it with another drink combo. We got some of this sweet lime juice. I had 2 bottles of this stuff, and I poured the emptier one back into this one, same brand. We're going to make a drink combo. We're going to start off with a pinch of Morton isolated salt. Yes.
Did he say isolated? Hold on.
Combo. We're going to start off with a pinch of Morton isolated salt.
Isolated salt. I like that.
Yes. We'll throw a small, tiny little bit in there. Oh. That's the perfect little amount. A little bit of salt in there. We don't need a whole lot. I kind of spilled some by accident. Oop, oop.
Whoa.
Knock on wood, we're good. Okay, now
Salt
we're gonna
over the
add to
shoulder. Knock on
it
wood.
a splash of the sweet lime juice. Let's give it like a salty, sweet texture, I think. Yours me some more of this lime juice. It's good stuff. Now, what do you think goes good with lime juice and salt? Well, my YouTube
Tequila?
friends, let me just grab my morning smoke here, and I'll do a little drum roll.
Brrrr.
Door is closed, window is wide open, we're golden.
Smooth Santa.
Tequila, of course, from Jose Cuervo, especially.
I knew it was going to be tequila.
Blue
We're live at Cobra's Cantina right now.
agave tequila.
The best drink combos you ever did see ya.
Tequila makes her clothes fall off. Tequila your liver.
It does.
Yeah, a little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. That's perfect. Now we got to, should we stir it around town? Don't have anything to stir it with.
I've had a peach flavored margarita before, so I think Cobra would like that. He really likes peach flavor.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just drink it. Let's just drink it. I stir it with my finger. I don't give a shit. I'm the one drinking it. Now I'm going to stir that around a little bit so that some of that salt dissolves into our drink. Normally, if I was serving this at a bar, I'd use a bar stool. Blah, did I say stool? I meant to say bar spoon. See, now I'm jumbling up my words. If I was serving this at a bar, I'd use a bar stool for you to sit on and use a spoon to stir it with. But let's just see how it goes. I call this drink combo or Cobra's Cantina. Yo! That is the perfect amount of salt. The lime juice and the tequila. That is fucking, dude, that is some good shit right there, folks.
Then a big drag of smoke. Oh, God. All right. So we had all those good vibes, and now we're going to switch to Jessica and see how she's doing. How do you guys think Jessica's doing? Good?
Yeah, because tacticals get you clean, but it also gets you dirty because of the hormones. Grab yourself a bite.
One, two. Oh my god. My fucking back.
Know something that we don't know. He has a lot of insight. He's a house.
Who cares
girl,
about Jay-Z?
so
He fucking
knows
sucks.
She's eating soup.
Down below, I'll let you guys read it for yourself what he had to say. But check this out. 50 Cent knows something. And if he's putting this out there, because he did it with P. Diddy, and now he's doing it, listen, this is a little stone that got thrown by 50 Cent. Because he knows something bigger is coming. Now let's get on with the actual video. Before I go any further, made this far in the video, drop a heart emoji.
It does sound like Rev. It's Rev. Revelation News. Shout outs to my number one fan. Shout out to my number one fan, Jessica Boyle. I hear she's nasty and loose. Nasty and loose Jessica Boyle. Just my type.
In the chat and leave a like. Okay, here we go. Jeffree Star banned off TikTok. What is gonna
I
happen?
smell like a
TikTok
cigarette.
goes away? So we go any further, you have all the receipts. I want to say a big thank you to today's sponsor. Thank you, AdamandEve.com. They have an awesome deal for you. It's AdamandEve.com/4 adult toys for $20. Yep, 4 adult toys for $20 at AdamandEve.com. So definitely check it out. I'm not going to steer you wrong. I think that's an amazing deal. 4 adult toys for $20. Wow. So check out AdamandEve.com/Lux to get your discount. It's an amazing sale. They love it when you use my code. Use my code. Interested in the toys in that specific sale. That is 4 adult toys for $20 on the drama. All right, grab a snack and come on back. Let's see what we got here. So if we're going any further, I do want to say I went to Marshall's and I got the Martha Stewart candle that's going viral. And I found it. I know I shouldn't have, but I got 2 of them. I don't know why I got 2, but I did. And I was like, okay.
Why did I get 2 King Cobra bubble bars? I don't know why. I just did.
Look. No, look, it's stuck in there.
Sometimes it's what we do.
Cake. It has glitter on it. It's just, this smells right now. Let me go ahead and move this up. Like, so really want you guys to see it. Hold on. Boom. There you go. It's doing it justice. Maybe I should put the
Hey, the can almost matches her shirt.
light on it. Look.
Dude, you can tell. The flappers are in full swing today. I haven't done a 24-hour stream in years, and I'll tell you what. Usually by like the 15th hour or so, you lose all of your stamina, and it's mainly at that point just a fight to even just stay awake. And it's just not fun. Sometimes you get a second wind and sometimes you don't. Sometimes the brain fog lasts all the way until the end.
Ooh, Popeyes.
Cool, guys. Like, oh my god. Anyways, I want to light it for the first time for you guys to see how. Here you go. Oh, and also, I will put this down your phone. Just, hit that button up. Big turn, baby. And I am kind of like a very rough and tough char. This is the way I do. I'm just sticking it in there. But anyway, stuff like that. And also, I had to do it. I went back to Prada and I got the $390 cream. Shut up. So how much product that you get. And then here's the jar. So it is like refillable. And I'm just get a little bit here. I possibly can. And the other day,
Like, this isn't satisfying. I'm hungry, though.
I was getting ready for the day. We're going to go shop at Saxon Avenue. And I was like, oh my God. That's
We'll see what happens. I noticed after the first time she visited Josh, she lost a bunch of weight. But now she's doing like these eating streams. I'm not one to talk though. I've gained a bunch of weight over the last year or so.
Sahara Desert dry. It was cracking. And I was like, dude, I have to keep this moisturized. Keeping it moisturized, and the flakiness and the dryness did dissipate within like a half a day. I just keeping it moisturized. Even when I was putting moisturizer on it and it was hurting, I just had to keep it like the ankle area. But that's been, like, I haven't got that in like years. But this one really flared up this season. So I'm glad I was able to like catch it, and it's not as bad as it was a couple days ago. So is this worth it? No, I would not encourage you to buy $300 product cream, but I'm bad and bougie.
Ooh.
And I was like, I'm just obsessed with the Prada Home Skincare line and the makeup, and so I went and I got it. But it's not worth it at all. But it's when you go to somebody's house, you're in the restroom, you get the towel, and you're like, oh, the hotel collection. Oh, Karl Lagerfeld. Oh, are you that type of person? I know I am.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, Hermes. Versace. condition? What? Like, you know, listen.
Pyrex,
Are you looking at the name?
Denby,
Whether it's like Crate and Barrel, Take Spade, that
Tupperware.
I don't know. What do I hear? I don't know. I love brands. I love flavor. You know, I think
Why is
all right,
it?
speaking of fun,
Drake Drexar, are you trying to be annoying, or is this just your normal personality? Like you don't have to try.
Definitely started having lots of fun on TikTok. He actually issued a statement talking about like the band
It's just effortless.
and how it's going to be
Okay.
and how Americans aren't going to be able to get on TikTok anymore. Queen Libra.
Oh my God.
So we don't have those answers, okay? So let's just enjoy it.
Are you up here, little demon? What do you want? You want that knife?
Are you up here, little demon? What do you want? You're not that nice to me. What do you want? You know, I did rescue you. Can you come up here, hiccup, anytime?
What do you want? You know I did rescue you. You can come up here. Anytime, but you're not that nice.
Yeah, thanks for watching my videos, troll.
Let's check out Rev News talking about Foodie Beauty.
He has done a lot of things to me. So no, I don't regret calling him that word. Because any man, I don't care what skin color you are, any person who tries to steal your house and your home is a fucking...
Oh, damn.
Hey guys, what's up?
They used to kiss the ass of Foodie Beauty. Now they're like I guess they have a feud, but Foodie Beauty is like way more popular than them, so it's kind of one-sided for the most part. I think Foodie Beauty did make a video about Shani and how she was a hypocrite, but
I had to do a little video here. I don't want to treat it as anything that's serious, because it's not. What's serious in the world is that it looks like we're going into World War III and the Middle East is setting on fire. It's literally, you know, like brush fires getting set off in the Middle East. That's what really matters. But I just wanted to do a quick video because this woman has been saying that she's never doxed anybody ever. She was on Lolcow Live or some shit with Keemstar. I don't follow that shit. I don't know what the hell that's about. But I just wanted to do a little video saying, Chantal, you are an absolute disgusting fake believer liar. You know why? Because Shani was doxed not even 2 weeks ago. Right? Do you remember that? You were on your ex, which you say you didn't have a Twitter. God, you just
she doesn't have a Twitter.
Everything.
She has an X.
You lie about everything.
Dude, you lied. You said Shani wasn't there and you guys were separated, and then we heard her talking in the other room.
You see this channel that's up on the screen there? That is a habitual, horrible, pathetic liar. Okay? I saw them saying this to her like, you know, you doxed Charlie Gold. She did do that. She did the Harambe thing with Charlie Gold. The woman is absolutely fucking repulsive. Everything about her is repulsive. From her looks to her personality, just everything about her is disgusting. But I just wanted to put this forth to the community. I guess Gore World. If you want to use this video, spread this video all over the place, okay? I'm telling you that this woman lies on such a regular basis, she doesn't even realize she's lying. Not 2 weeks ago, she doxed Shani's number from Cameo because it was me. It was me that DM'd Foodie to encourage her on her weight loss journey and give her some advice of what to do because I was a fat kid in high school. So
you were fat
I ate
all the
salads.
way up until you guys losing all your money and having to move to Pennsylvania.
told her eat salads, big salads, and make that your main meal.
Oh, you tried to help her.
I wish you the best. God bless you. You know, best to you and Salah. Then she takes Shani's post.
You guys were
this
clout
little
chasing
post
off of
about
her.
Cats and how you absolutely should spay your cat because it can lead to very big health problems if you don't. And they're in heat all the time. That's all Shani did. She didn't even mention Foodie Beauty at all. She was just pointing out that, yeah, medically speaking, a veterinarian type deal, you should spay your cat. She took that personal because she knew she was doing wrong with that cat because she's so lazy. She doesn't want to get her ass out of the house just a little while. The apartment was a lot. And he's not there most of the time, don't think. Brother, leave her, dude. Salah, salam alaikum to you, Salah. Okay? She is dishonoring your blood forever. Do you understand that, bro? Do you get that? You know, I know your religion. Okay? I've studied Islam enough. And I know the basics. She is dishonoring your bloodline forever by you being with this freak. She's gross. And you know it, bro. Leave her. Anyway, I just wanted to do this quick video to just simply tell you guys, this woman is the biggest liar, one of the biggest liars I've ever seen. She just docked Shani not 2 weeks ago, not even. Shalom.
Damn. That was a brief Rev video. Normally they're a lot longer. Let's see if there's a new one, because he can't resist doing a new one. Is he doing ASMR now? Oh my God. Holy shit. He does so many videos. All right, I'm grabbing 2 more Rev News videos really quick here. All right, got them. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Revelation News. Around the age of, I'd say, 14, I believe it was that. Around the age of 14, I had a dream. And in that dream, I was looking out my front window in Blakely, and the sky was red, like not naturally red, like a very deep red color that I have never seen the sky that color in real life. It was a dream. And there were fires all over my neighborhood. And I saw these craft in the sky that looked exactly like...
Oh, I've heard this story before, too.
Looking at right there. These things were dive bombing houses and the roads, and they were toasting with like a plasma beam out the front of it. Everything in sight. I believe that's why the sky was so red, because there were fires literally everywhere. And the dream was so frightening that I woke up in a sweat on the same couch that I would have been looking out the window in the same room. It was my mom's Asian room in my house in Blakely, which was, God, it was almost like a mansion. It's an absolutely beautiful house. I discussed this with you today for obvious reasons. I believe that. Well, let me just show you this really quick. We have some videos that have been uploaded, specifically this one from it's CNBC TV 18. I'll put a link in the description to this video. It was not an 11-hour long conference or whatever you would want to call it. It was not that. Okay, they looped the video on this channel because they live streamed it. So what they do is to keep people watching for revenue, of course, and also to have the record of it, they keep running the same questions and answers and opening statements over and over again. But they literally talk about this New Jersey drone situation, and they say, yeah, we don't know what the hell is going on. That's literally the answers you get in this, folks. When you get to the end of however long it was, it may have been 2.5 hours, maybe an hour and a half, I don't know. Something like that, of questions to an official from the FBI named Mr. Wheeler. And the first question the chairman asked, what the hell is going on in New Jersey? And his answer literally was, we don't know.
It's probably more like they can't say, but they probably don't know. You have to be at a certain level to really like be able to say, you know?
What the question is, what's going on here, folks? Huh? What's going on here? What did I see as a youngin'?
A UFO.
14.
Doesn't mean it's aliens, though.
Do you think this is about to happen? Because I do. You know why? The government is treating these as hostile right off the bat. The guy from New Jersey said, we have to shoot these things down. We should shoot these things down. You better pray for discernment and pray for peace, because I just see this. If it goes the way of my dream, you're going to shit your pants when you see it. Peace and Maranatha.
Peace and Maranatha.
I got to get real personal with folks for a moment. Could you please tell me, trolls? I really got to ask you this. I got Sean Atwood in there on. Shout out to Sean Atwood channel. Could you please tell me, people in comments, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wow, that was a that was a close one. What is this?
All right, I am due for a video. Yeah, this past week my bookshelf came crashing down. Well, I noticed when I looked at the planks, they were kind of like separating from the boards that have the books on them. So I went over to the bookshelf and I tried to use my foot to shove the board back in. It was like I could see the nail. It was like it was only being held, and then the whole bookshelf came crashing down like a house of cards. And I got me it looks a lot better than it did. I got me a first class.
Oh
bruise.
no. Ooh. That's
It
bad.
looks a lot better than it did a couple days ago. But oh man, yeah. I had to wear gauze over the cut. I'm lucky that it wasn't worse. I could have been in stitches. The whole 60-inch high bookshelf just came crashing
That's scary.
down. It broke into pieces, and my books scattered everywhere. Some of them got a little damaged, and I live in HUD housing, right? So I had inspection in 2 days after this happened. Oh my God. So that ruined my evening, and I had to clean up the pieces, and I put them in garbage bags and brought them all down to the dumpster. And that was like, yeah, that was almost a week ago. What I've done right now is lined all the books up on the floor. See them right over there? Very neat. And that's working for me. One of my supporters was telling me that isn't that a violation of the Gale commandment? Yeah, well, I think that Gale commandment, which says that there should be no storage items and stuff on the floor, is referring to like in the middle of the floor. If my
It's a tripping
bookshelf
hazard.
comes crashing down, obviously I don't have a bookshelf to put the books on. The other option I thought of was I looked through the books and I said, are there any here that you want to get rid of? I've already pared my books down pretty good. In fact, if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't be able to fit them all right there along the floor. I've come up with a really good system there, and it's working real good for me. Yeah, I also have some books near the head of my bed, but they're not in an area where they're, and actually with the bookshelf down, the place looks bigger, because I do live in a studio. So for now, I do believe the automatons and the Genghis Khan Nazis.
She used to say automatons, and I found that charming.
They may have used brain control on me to try to get me to fix the bookshelf, but the panels holding the books were warping because I have high humidity in this apartment, and I could be wrong, but I think that bookshelf was going to crash eventually. Yeah, it was just warping everywhere. And so I just don't have one, and I'm not worried about it. I think they wanted their goal obviously is to get the Gale shield to go down. My men have not. My decision apparently to put the books up against the wall apparently has not caused the Gale shield to go down. I think my men would. I mean, what can I do, right? I mean, the bookshelf came crashing down. It was damaged beyond repair. Believe me. It would have been dangerous for me to try to use it, okay?
Yeah, Genghis Khan Nazis. Yeah, that was one of the stories in the Gale verse.
And maybe the next time it came crashing down, I would get stitches. So, yeah, I had to throw it all out. And so I'm doing without a bookshelf. And I'm kind of nervous, actually, about having a bookshelf right now after what happened to me. I live in a high humidity area, okay? Probably the only bookshelf that would work for me would be one made of solid wood. I do not have a car, and that would be heavy too. So the only way I could bring it into the apartment would be with a car, and I'd probably even have to like hire people to bring it in, and I'm just not going to worry about it. It's actually easier for me to find the books the way they are right now. Yeah. It's working out good for me. My website got back up. Zach Knight was able to get my website back up.
That's awesome.
For a time there. But starting, I think it was yesterday, now when you go to my website, there's a message there saying if you go into this website, you could have your private information stolen. So I'm just going to write, I don't know what happened. I'm hearing brain to brain that maybe the automatons and the Genghis Khan Nazis, maybe they hacked into it again, or they could be using clone versions of the internet, where they created their own. I mean, these automatons used to manage my website, okay? So they know the website. And besides, they are computers. So anything related to computers, they're probably going to be really good at. So I don't know if we're going to be able to beat them with this thing. So I've kind of given up on my website. I'm not going to risk getting my information stolen, getting on there, seeing that warning. And I'm going to recommend that for you guys too. Apparently, to get the latest news, Zach Knight, I know, has created another website for Gabriel Chana Fox News. And if you go to 00 on cable, and he probably sending you guys emails to let you know where it is. So if my website goes down, or if it's been hacked or whatever, and it's not safe for people to go there, then just go to 00 on cable or whatever website you
00 on cable.
have access to, and get your information from there. You can also get information from this YouTube channel. Fortunately, I did start a little bit of a backup of my website just to help me with the Gale series, which I'm going gung-ho on. I just finished a story called Vladimir Putin Part 1, which was basically about the beginnings of my relationship with Vladimir Putin in 2002. And that's probably in production right now with Steven Spielberg and my husband, Brent Spiner, who are the producers.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, this is a personal project for me. I'm really understanding why Jesus wanted me to write the Gale series. Yeah. And I'm understanding why Satan is trying to stop it. Well, the Bible's been canceled, and Jesus needs a guidebook for his followers so that they know how to live righteous lives now under a kind of like a, I guess you might say, a new system, because the Bible's been canceled. The Bible is an accurate history book, okay? But none of those prophecies in the Bible are going to be fulfilled, okay? Because God the Father canceled the Bible, and I don't think
the Bible
I don't think
canceled.
Jesus would want us obsessing about the future, like what's going to happen anyways. That usually gets you into trouble. Yeah. And he did assign Buddha and Brent to be in his place, and Buddha says one of the best ways to avoid obsessions is to go out and explore new places and don't think about the future, don't think about the past, just focus on the present and enjoying the present moment. So apparently Jesus is aware that that his Christian followers tended to focus too much on the future, and it got them into trouble. Yeah, they got like obsessions with Bible prophecy and all this stuff, and he doesn't want that. I think he just wants us to live joyfully in the moment and to be living testaments of true and free love. So yeah, I think one of the reasons he wants me to write the Gale series is because I and my men are actually living testaments of true and free love working together. And if I can capture my story in book form, it's going to be more permanent than a website. We are learning that website is not a very permanent way to store history. It is easily erased.
Yeah.
And and I'm not sure about this, but I think at the rate I've been healing from my wounds from when the book case came crashing down on
That could have been a really bad situation there if it had landed on her in a different way, or like if she had been trapped underneath it or something. I'm glad she's okay.
I don't seem to have all my Antichrist powers, because usually an Antichrist heals very quickly from their injuries. So I'm wondering if Genghis Khan could be the Antichrist.
Those Genghis Khan Nazis.
To be honest with you, I'm not going to obsess over whether I'm the Antichrist or not. I just know that I cannot side with Satan. He and I are not in agreement in a lot of areas. I think I would rather be permanently exterminated than live in hell or reign over hell, especially if I can't have my Brent. I have true love with my husband, Brent Spiner. And Satan, and nobody's going to try to convince me otherwise. Okay? And if he tries to get me to, if he insists that that the only way I can reign in hell with him is I have to be separated from my husband, I would rather be permanently exterminated. Yeah. I am against a lot of this. I'm against rape, and I am against brain control. And he practices both. I support true love in all its forms. That's why I made a video respectfully requesting that nobody address me as Antichrist. Yeah. Yeah, so I want to get the Gale series out. I want people to know my story and my men's story. This is personal to me now, which means I'm doing a better job. I just finished Vladimir Putin Part 1. Writing is a lot of work. I learned a lot of my writing skills from Jim Murphy. He was my writing instructor through
Jim
the Institute
Murphy.
of Children's Literature
Oh.
from 1991 to 1993. He has gone on. Many of the people that were very significant in my life have gone on. I'm just thinking, my mother went on in 2022. My stepfather, who was very significant in my life, went on in 2014. There was a doctor who delivered my son in 1987. The Jesuits murdered him around 1989, right after I left Michigan. I talk about all this in my story. My Aunt Bertille, who was a sweet lady, my paternal aunt, the Jesuits murdered her on December 30th, 2002.
Ooh.
So she died in her 70s. I believe my father is still alive, and he's in his 90s. Isn't that amazing? So he's outlived my mother. Actually, my mother transitioned because Buddha it was almost like he raptured her. So yeah, I have a very
Buddha raptured Gale's mother.
important life. Brent and I epitomize Jesus Christ's ideals. I believe that is why he wants me to write the Gale series. We stand for the same things he does. You might say, well, how could his father say that you are the most evil Antichrist of all time? Well, if I had not recanted my decision, okay, and tried to be the sage guru, I probably would have been the most evil Antichrist of all times. And the Gale Shield really went down. But apparently Jesus has faith that I'm going to learn from my mistakes, get back up, and get on the right path. Yeah. I just cannot agree with Satan. I don't know what Satan's problem is, okay? Or these Genghis Khan Nazis. I don't understand why they have to have rape and brain control. And why they...
Yeah, the Genghis Khan Nazis, like, you know about the Mongols. People say that, like, there's tons of people alive today that have Genghis Khan DNA in them because of all the grape that the Mongols did. So...
They have to be against true love. I don't understand that. Yeah, I think it's really sad. You might say, well, you haven't always been for true love. Of course. I have been a first-class sinner at times, but I'm not proud of it. And I don't gloat in it like Satan does. I actually thanked him when he made me aware that God the Father said that I was the most evil Antichrist of all time. And I said, thank you. I don't want to make Jesus unhappy. He says, you mean you don't want to be the most evil Antichrist? I said, no. I said, I appreciate you letting me know what I was doing wrong. He said, oh. He said, oh. And then I said,
I love how she does the voice of Satan.
You know what? I love you, Satan. I think you're going to get right someday. And he said, oh, I got to go. And then, about a week later, he raped me. And that was the last straw.
Oh, and that was the last straw. Oh my God. She's so nonchalant about saying that, right? The way she tells the story is very nonchalant. Like, yeah, you know.
I said, forget it. I don't care about being Antichrist anymore. He can kill me. I said, and then he wouldn't let Brent in the apartment, and he impregnated me with thousands of double babies. So I said, forget it. I started shooting lightning bolts at him.
Lightning bolt.
Anyways, you guys, yeah, this has been an interesting week. I can tell they are trying to make the Gale Shield go down. Right now, that is our strongest protection. And my number one priority is to make sure it stays strong. So I've given up on my website.
I told my
basically
husband that when
once
we're
they
drunk
took
on
it down.
stream, you blink really hard. Now he likes to point it out to me when we watch the show. He's blinking hard. He must be drunk.
Yeah.
We love you, Ben.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you too. Yes. Yeah. When I get really drunk, my face gets twitchy and I start like doing that. When I get really drunk and then I add like weed to the mix, it happens a lot. So obviously I'm not drunk at all right now because it's not happening. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. It's a weird twitch that I have. Maybe I need to speak to a neurologist or something about that. Yeah, my face gets extra twitchy. I don't know why. It's like a weird facial tick that I get.
By hacking into it about a month ago, I haven't been working on it. So if they got into it again, it's no big loss. I've pretty much gotten from that website everything that I need to write the Gale series. So my new passion right now, I figure if I stay busy doing what I should be doing, which is working on the Gale series, doing the Gale commandments like making this YouTube video, it will help me to stay out of trouble by doing things I should not be doing, which causes the Gale shield to go down. So that's my present strategy for staying out of trouble. Because if this Gale shield goes down, I am afraid if it goes down one more time, like down to 0 or 5%, that if Genghis Khan is the new Antichrist, that's what they're waiting for. And then they're going to hit me with a catastrophic hit that I'm not going to be able to recover from. So I'm determined to keep it up. You guys can probably help me out. Make sure you're doing all the Gale commandments. And go out and explore new places, meditate, live present and in the moment, and enjoy my Gale series. Yeah, it's going to take me a while to write all the stories because a lot of things have happened to me and my men. But I am committed to this. I just finished one, and then I finished Millennial Gale about 2 weeks ago. So about every 2 weeks I'm getting one done, and I'm almost done with another one called Gale's Men Going Their Own Way. The older stories take a little longer because I have to go back and research because I didn't have the computer in 2002. And I had a handwritten journal, so I have to go back and leaf through.
Oh God, yeah, handwritten journals.
And make some corrections to remember. But what I try to do with each story is think about this. Okay, in order to choose the stories, I try to pick events that that had a significant impact on me and my men. That basically determined who we were, and that may have changed the course of history. I feel like those are the stories I need to write. And then as I write them, I try to make it like a photograph of what was in our hearts and minds and the events we went through. It's like Buddha said, that's the way I should approach it. This way it'll be most helpful to Jesus.
Jesus.
He lost his Bible. So he needs something for his followers to know how to be righteous under his new plan. Yeah. And apparently he feels that if people follow the example of me and my men, that it will be the way forward. He apparently has faith in me. That
he has faith of the heart.
I will learn from my mistakes.
Jesus.
Going on the right path. So I finished the story. I'm recommending right now that people avoid the website until that message is removed from the site. Like when you go there now, you're going to see something that says it's dangerous to go to the site. You could get your password stolen. Just don't go there. I don't want to see any of you get hacked. I don't know what these automatons have done. Like I said, we're dealing with Satan, who invented the computer.
Satan invented the computer. Satan invented the computer. Did you guys hear that?
Automatons are walking computers, so yeah, it's probably they're going to be hard to defeat in anything that has to do with computer technology. And like I said, They manage. Now, Zach Knight's got like a PhD in computers, and he manages the site, but he's up against Satan himself, who invented the computer, and automatons who are walking computers with IQs in the millions. So I think Jesus knew that we were going to have problems with with my website, which may be one of the reasons he wanted me to write the Gale series. He knew Genghis Khan is apparently trying to erase history. And a lot of evil rulers, when they take over a country or the world, to legitimize their rule, they will often try to paint the ones conquered in a bad light. In order to do that, he's got to get rid of history. And also, Satan, I've noticed, is the same way. He's a big liar. So, yeah. So to make up for
Satan,
the fact
big
that it's not safe to
liar.
go on my website now, I am still making sure I do these YouTube videos, and I am writing the Gale series. As far as making audiobooks of the Gale series, I think I've gotten the most important ones out right now on audio. Ooh. But right now my priority is to get the Gale series stories out as quickly as I can, but still not compromising writing quality. So I did finish one, a very important story. It's important for people to know why I kind of abandoned Brent Spiner right after 9/11. It's not that I am a whore, okay? I was fighting for my life back then. My story says it all, okay?
I'm very interested. She wrote a children's book at one point that was insane. And Brent Spiner from Star Trek wrote a book about her, which is very weird.
My life story is a little complicated because I've had a bit of an inferiority complex my whole life, and as a result of that, I tend to let other people define me. And I play different roles to try to make them like me. And that's gotten me into trouble. So yeah, my Gale series stories go into that as well. Anyways, you guys, I am due to make a YouTube video. So the main crises I had to deal with this week was losing my bookshelf and getting injured. But it hasn't stopped me from going out on my walks. I'm still able to do that. I'm still able to do all the Gale commandments. And as far as my website being hacked into and bought, and it not safe for me to get into it or not being able.
I remember back in the day when I first started watching Gale, there was the cat. The cat is very disturbing. When I first started watching Gale's stuff, there was like a crazygale.com website. It doesn't exist anymore. But it would like terrorize poor Gale because it was talking about how crazy she was and everything. I'm glad that got taken down.
That isn't stopping me from working on the Gale series. Yeah. I can go on. You know, I feel kind of like I was back in the 1990s when I was working on the novel Silver Skies. I did not have a website back then, even though I did have a computer. And my focus was on writing. I wanted everyone to know about the amazing love that I had with Brent Spiner, long distance, a secret love affair, basically. So I wrote the novel Silver Skies, and I was really dedicated to it. And I did such a good job that Steven Spielberg made a movie out of it, with Matthew McConaughey as the star.
Matthew, come on, I'm gay.
When when a writing project becomes personal,
all right.
Job. For a while, I was having trouble getting for this to be personal, but when the website went down, and I realized that with it down, my story could be lost.
That is true.
The amazing story of me and my men and the adventures we went through. That's when the Gale series became a personal project for me. It's ironic with me that sometimes my enemies will do something to destroy me, and they only make me stronger. And that's what I think is happening. Anyways, you guys, let me get going. I have to do some cooking. And basically, I don't have time to work on that website anyways. Between doing the Gale commandments,
websites are a lot of work,
and working on the Gale series, my day is packed. I barely have time to do that.
a world of secrets where darkness reigns. There's a warrior rising, breaking free from chains. She's Gale, shooter, her heart pure and strong. With the power of love, she'll right the world's wrongs. Yeah. She's the first, the passionate crusader. Stand by the side, they'll conquer it all. Through space battles and trials, they'll never fall. Gale Corps, you're a hero in the night. When spiders been ready to fight. Together they'll
God, it's like AI music is being used so much right now. There really is. There's a lot of AI music out there. Damn, everybody. Damn. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Damn, I did not know that a woman of Gale's age could get pregnant. You know, she's up there in years. She's probably about my mom's age. My mom's like 65-ish. So, that's what I would guess. John Hinckley? Was that the guy who shot Reagan or something like that? Yeah, I know. Yeah, he got out. He got out on parole or whatever. He does seem kind of loopy, but he doesn't seem like he's the kind like he's a threat to anybody anymore. Everyone, please like the stream if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. We're at 51%, almost 52. Thank you so much. I'm hoping maybe we can get to like an even 500 before the end of this stream. You know, I don't know. They don't give you a manual for how YouTube works. So I don't know exactly what happened, but I do think for like a little over a month, I was getting view botted where like, you know, I'd have like 200 to 300 viewers, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I'd have like 5,000 viewers. And I think that may have messed up my space in the algorithm. So now it's like really hard to get like a lot of times even over 200 viewers. So I'm hoping something changes eventually. Yeah, I stopped the chat spam just by making the chat subscriber only. It was definitely targeted. It was definitely targeted because the comments in the chat were like personal insults against me. This is not about me, what I'm saying or like that, but someone was like targeting me with view bots that seemed to have had an adverse effect. Yeah. The last time it happened was the last time Paul's Ego was on. We were talking about how bots are ruining the internet, and then all of a sudden I got all these fake views again. We probably had like 400 real viewers, and then all of a sudden it shot up to like 5,000. You know, like, as cool as it would be to have 5,000 real live viewers, I don't want the fake live viewers. And YouTube is such a fragile ecosystem that I'm guessing that it causes some adverse effects, because YouTube's really good at spotting fake views. So like the view counts on those streams are not any higher than what I was normally getting around that time. So if they can recognize fake views, it makes me wonder, do they like punish channels that seem to be getting a lot of fake views? Yeah, it was like 13K once. It was ridiculous. I tried to just ignore it. I didn't know. There wasn't a lot of people that unsubscribed. That did not happen. I did not lose a bunch of subscribers in the last few months. A few of the months, I actually gained like a marginal amount. Like at the end of the month, there was like a net positive of subscribers, not by much, but some. So I don't think that happened. I don't think a lot of people were annoyed by it. I think YouTube just isn't sending out notifications because of that. I didn't lose like a substantial amount of subscribers or anything. Yes, YouTube does automatically unsubscribe people, which is the dumbest feature ever. Like, can't we let people decide for themselves if they want to? Subscribing doesn't even really mean much. There are channels with millions of subscribers that don't get a lot of views or anything. A subscription count is like a vanity number at this point. When they added the bell, that fucked over anyone who got most of their subscribers before the bell. Because what it did is all of your subscribers that subscribed before they added the bell feature automatically had the bell turned off. So all of those old subscribers aren't going to get notifications until they manually go in and basically resubscribe to you again. Sturgis Viewbrot's his own channel. Is that true? I mean, he could do it to his live streams and it'll look like he has a lot of viewers, but when the final view count comes in, it's not going to count any of the fake views. YouTube is really smart about spotting fake views. So it might inflate your live viewer count, but your view count after that isn't going to reflect any of those fake ones. Essentially views, bud. Yeah, because if YouTube didn't spot the fake views, they'd be paying ad revenue for bot views, which they're not going to do. I saw this piece of art that I think Ethan Van Sciver made, where it's like Sturgis like being all gay, sitting on Santa Claus's lap, and Santa Claus is like, he like has his shirt off or something. I don't have it in front of me right now, but I saw it and it was pretty funny because he's a good artist, so it was like a good piece of art. I wonder if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Here it is. Right here. And he's like pulling his titty out. Essentially naked, bud. I mean, Ethan Van Sciver was a comic book artist for DC, so I would say he's a pretty good artist. I think he did. I think he did The Flash. That might have been the book he worked on. I saw Ethan Van Sciver's brother at the Seattle Comic-Con earlier this year. Essentially, bud. See, I hate reacting to Sturge's videos because it's just him reacting to Twitter. And, like, he'll read someone insulting him or Eric July, and he'll just be like, no. That'll be his rebuttal. No. Flash and Green Lantern. Yeah. So. It's definitely not realism. It is like comic book art. I don't know if either Van Sciver might be able to do like photorealism. I don't know. I've never seen it. They come from a Mormon family, but I think Ethan left Mormonism a while back, but I can tell his brother's still into it because when I went to, and I don't think they get along, by the way. But when I went to Ethan Van Sciver's brother's, his name's Noah Van Sciver. I went to his table at the Comic-Con, and he had a big graphic novel on the history of Mormonism. Or it might have just been Joseph Smith. Yeah, I think at the end of it, Joseph Smith dies, you know? So it doesn't go beyond Joseph Smith. Sturge's boob shine. Yeah. I would think Santa Claus would have, like, if he had body hair, I would think it would be white, but I guess I'm wrong. No, I'm not talking about Eric July. Eric July only, like, writes the comic. He doesn't do any of the drawing or anything. And he was hiring Ethan Van Sciver to, like, draw. I think he drew one of the covers of the first Isom comic, but they had a falling out, and now Ethan, like, is a big critic of Eric July. But Ethan Van Sciver is a conservative Christian, you know, anti-woke kind of guy. So his political views and religious views don't align with mine at all. But he is a good artist. I mean, I can be fair even if I don't like somebody's views. Kind of like Doug TenNapel. Like he's a good artist and creator. You know, but same thing with the religious and political views. I don't know Ethan Van Sciver, so I can't speak to, like, you know, like, personal interactions with him, but Doug TenNapel is a very, like, polite guy, at least to me. Yeah, Rod Stewart's a sexy man. People hate the theme music to Star Trek Enterprise so much that I had to go heavy on the Rod Stewart. Let's see. Sturges. Should I look and see what Sturges is up to? I'm going to regret it. I don't know if I should. I could play Indiana Jones for a little bit.
I sent a video to the priority content suggestion tab on Discord. It's safe to watch.
Okay. I'll check it out. Thank you for putting it there. There's usually a lot of good stuff in there. So today is would be the 51st birthday of Tui Trang, the original Yellow Ranger.
I was born in Vietnam in 1973, and my father was in the Southern Army. So right after the fall of Saigon, he left and he came here in 1975. And my family, my mother, and my siblings, we didn't come over until 1980.
I don't know how to react. This is hard to react to because like I don't want to goof on her. But we'll watch it. We'll watch it.
What kind of journey did you have?
It was a very, very tough journey, actually. We were on the boat for like 8 or 9 months. A few people died, like about 4 people died. There was like about 3,000 people on that ship.
3,000?
Yeah.
I remember the Crow City of Angels. She was very hot in, if anyone's ever seen the Crow City of Angels, she was hot in that movie. If you've ever seen it, it's the second Crow movie. It's okay. All the ones that came after that were trash.
And so it was packed like sardine. You know, there was no space and there was no food, there was no water, and for days I didn't eat, and everybody thought I was dead, and they wanted to throw me overboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I shouldn't be laughing, right?
I was gonna say that's not funny.
I know.
Lucky for us, I didn't throw you over.
Yeah, my mom was the one that fought and said, "No, that's my daughter. You can't throw her overboard." Yeah, and she literally just like put food down my throat, and that's how I stayed alive.
Wow.
And I came here. Excuse me, did I hear a roundhouse?
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse. Hey!
Hey.
Flexibility, remember?
You show off.
My agent in Hollywood sent me out on the audition, and it was like about 500 people were there for the part of training. I don't know if they knew what they wanted, but there was like Caucasian girls, black girls, and Asian girls, and it just, you know, by process of elimination, it came down to like 10 girls, and then 5 girls, and then 3.
I just think it's weird that the Black Ranger was the black guy, the Yellow Ranger was the Asian girl, the like white girl was the Pink Ranger. It kind of seemed like that's what they had in mind from the beginning. They might as well have had the Red Ranger be like a Native American or something.
Girls, and then I was lucky enough to get the part.
Hiya! Hiya! Hi!
What discipline did you study?
I study Kung Fu Shaolin. It's really good because it builds a lot of character, and it makes me stronger as a person, especially going through all the stuff that I went through coming over here to America. It just teaches me a lot about, you know, who I am and what I am, and about respect, discipline, and patience, and perseverance, and endurance, and all that.
Hiya! Hiya!
I hate it when people say "hiya." It just triggers me.
Hiya! Hiya!
The show was great. It gave me a lot of experience, and but you know, it's time to move on, and I'm focusing on doing feature films, and you know, become more serious of an actress.
That's good.
I've seen this guy. He's an actor. I'm trying to remember what I've seen him in, but he's been in a lot of movies. I can't remember. James Hong, is that his name?
There's a few projects that are in the way, and hopefully we'll start production on one of the big ones that all of us are doing. It's called Children of Merlin. It will be starting the three of us, so we're really excited about it.
So they were doing other non-Power Ranger movies together? That's weird. James Hong, still alive, by the way. James Hong, 95. He was born in Minnesota. Known as one of the most prolific character actors of all time. That's quite a statement. Where's the, I want to see his filmography. There it is. Yeah, these movies from the 50s and 60s I am not going to recognize. Oh, he's in Airplane. That's a movie I've seen. Chinatown. Which one is this? Oh, the Roman Polanski movie, Chinatown. Okay. True Confessions. He's in Blade Runner. Big Trouble in Little China. Wayne's World 2. Okay, Wayne's World 2. Okay, I remember that. Balls of Fury. Okay. The Day the Earth Stood Still. The remake in 2008. Oh, yeah, he was in this movie, of course. Everything and Everywhere All at Once. God, the Kung Fu Panda movie, they've made so many of those. I've never seen, I don't like a lot of the, like, Pixar and, like, those kind of movies. This is a DreamWorks. Just not really into it. I prefer, like, 2D animation. Like, for me, Don Bluth was pretty amazing. He's still around. He's probably, like, in his 90s, too. Secret of Nim, that kind of stuff. All right.
It's going to be a fun film.
Pretty good, huh? To all the people out there, just live out your dreams. If you dream something, just pursue it and do it, because if you put your mind to it, you can do basically anything and everything you want to. I mean, look at me. I mean, I came from a country that was falling apart because of communism, and escaping to America, not knowing the language, and then learning it from beginning, and overcoming that, and where I am now, it just shows you that if you put your mind to it, you can.
Is she wearing like blue contacts? Her eyes look so, it's hard to tell because of the low quality of the video, but it looks like she has very light colored eyes here.
Do anything you want to.
Interesting. Let's watch a few It's sad that she passed away. It's very sad that Jared's a piece of shit and like tries to make conspiracy theories about how she died when it was like a random car accident. It wasn't a murder. Let's look at a news story about the drones again.
We have objects in the sky that are the size of an SUV over any city, over any state. It's an invasion of our airspace. In focus now, Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, member of the House Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point?
Well, here's the real deal, Harris. I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from
he knows people. Believe me, I know people.
Very high sources very qualified sources, very responsible sources. I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones.
I don't believe they're the size of an SUV. They were saying like they're more like the size of like a Mini Cooper.
That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched...
Oh, this is where he claims that there's like a mothership that's launching these drones that's like flying over the ocean that Iran sent over. It's ridiculous. You don't need a mothership for these things. You can fly them all the way across the ocean and fly them around and then fly them back.
Drones is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, you know, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government.
That's not true.
Because they would have let us know.
No, there's some things where you don't have the security clearance to know about like experimental stuff that the military's working on. You only know on a need-to-know kind of basis with that stuff.
It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that.
Don't we have like attack drones that we can like launch in the US and fly them over to other parts of the world to like attack places and then, but they're all controlled from here? I could be wrong. I'm not in the military. I'm not that knowledgeable about this stuff, but I believe so.
Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we...
The fact that they're not shooting them down leads me to believe that they're authorized by somebody.
Can't imagine, or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Look, you've given us some pretty dire information just here, and I want to make sure that our viewers are digesting this. Iran has the capability to pull up along our eastern seaboard and launch drones the size of an SUV into the skies of several states, particularly New Jersey, where we know the incoming president has a large home, also in the same county or nearby where some of these drones in New Jersey have been seen. That capability exists. It's possible some of those drones are here. So I have two questions. How are they fueling them? They have to land somewhere. Drones don't fly forever. Why don't they close down the airspace? Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, it's the holidays. Shut it down. But if you start shooting things and you don't know how they're fueled, that's going to be mass explosions. This isn't like one spy balloon. Congressman, this is serious.
We've got to bring them down, and we've got to find a way to bring them down. I don't know exactly where they're landing. Obviously, I have some information. And again, this isn't just Jeff Van Drew. Oh, let's get on Harris Faulkner's show and say something outrageous. I'm telling you the straight deal from very high positioned individuals who are telling me this. And the bottom line is they're launching them. They are across the country. We don't even have anything like this.
No.
Our government and also certainly our hobbyists don't. So think about it. Not only do I have the information, but it's also common sense. We've got to get them down. We've got to determine how they function, what they do, make sure that we can get them, and you're right, in a safe way. When I say shoot them down, get them down any way that you can, but right now they're probably extracting information. This is a clear and present danger to the United States and to our president-elect, and it's a serious business.
Well, and if one of them happens to fall, and they're fueled, that explosion could kill people. I have to let you go, Congressman, but I'm so grateful for your time today.
I'm Steve Ducey.
There's no qualifications really to run for Congress aside from, having to live in the U.S. and being above a certain age. That's it. So there's all these idiots in Congress that just ran and happened to win. And now they have so much power in their votes, but they're really not qualified. They're not knowledgeable enough to hold a position like that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert. Two really good examples of that. I mean, there are congressional districts out there that have hardly anybody living in them, like very small populations.
Mystery in the sky now. Drones sighted all over the Northeast. The FBI is asking the public for help. Janae Norman is in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, with that story for us. Good morning, Janae.
Hey, Robin, good morning to you. Yeah, I'm here in Kennett Square because we've got a lot of fun coming up in our next hour regarding Christmas. But first, this story, it's making big news up where I live in North Jersey, Essex, Morris, Monmouth counties, where people are talking about this as far reported as Connecticut, all the way down here to the Philadelphia area, these drone sightings. And we are not talking about small toy-like drones that people would use for hobbies, but commercial grade drones, reportedly some the size of a small school bus or a small airplane. And neighbors are reportedly seeing these drones flying at night or in the early morning hours in flocks and at low altitudes. Neighbors reported being woken up by a buzzing sound, and officials don't have any answers.
That is not an airplane.
It's the latest in a string of mysterious drone sightings posted on social media that has residents worried. And this morning, the FBI is investigating.
Do they only fly at night?
They're just pacing back and forth, going very slow.
The drones, which appear to have been much larger than recreational drones, have been spotted all over New Jersey over the past weeks.
It looks like a spaceship.
From near Bedminster, the location.
Anything could look like a spaceship.
Of President Trump's golf course to Monmouth County, where the sheriff's office has made this map of reported sightings.
Characteristic triangle lights underneath.
To Morris County, where 21 mayors signed a letter voicing their concerns to New Jersey's Governor Murphy.
Is we don't see any concern for public safety. Having said that, it's really frustrating that we don't have more answers as to where they're coming from.
And the sightings seem to be spreading.
This is the third time that it's come around.
With large drones reportedly in the sky around Philadelphia.
Look at it.
The mysterious flying objects preventing a medical helicopter from landing to pick up a car crash victim and prompting the FAA to issue flight restrictions prohibiting drone flights over Picatinny Arsenal Military Base and Trump National Golf Club Bedminster.
And so the FBI tells us that they are still trying to figure out what's going on. In the meantime, those 21 New Jersey mayors, they are asking for not only a full investigation, but clear communication to local officials, law enforcement, and residents about what that investigation finds, as well as any necessary laws to prevent any unauthorized or unsafe use of drones that could impact the public, guys.
Yeah, this is all very, very concerning, Janae. Thank you.
It is all very, very concerning. Thank you. Check this out. This was a local news story.
New this morning from the live desk, we are asking a number of questions this morning about a really disturbing message. It was found posted on one of those portable electronic road messaging signs.
A very
right
disturbing
off of Highway
message.
99 near Lake Union in Seattle overnight. So look at the message here that our photographer found near Dexter Avenue in the northbound lanes of the highway there. It reads, "One less CEO, many more to go." We don't know who's responsible for this message.
Someone who knows how to program these road signs.
Which agency operates the sign, whether it's WashDOT, SDOT, or a private company, and how this could have happened. So we're certainly going to let you know what we find out when we get some answers. It appears that message was up for at least an hour overnight. It's now off. And in the last 30 minutes, we did some digging. We learned that on average, nearly 62,000 people use the Aurora Bridge every day. That bridge is near the area where this message was spotted on that sign. Another question that we're asking right now is the motive behind the message on that sign. This discovery this morning obviously comes after the shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York City last week along the East Coast. The suspected gunman, Luigi Mangione, now facing several charges for that crime. Investigators say a gun found in his possession and fingerprints from near the crime scene in New York closely linked him to that attack.
They wouldn't send scuba divers into a lake for just anybody's murder, by the way. Like, oh, if they think the body would be in there, maybe they'd go look, but they wouldn't just go in there looking for random evidence for just anybody. Yeah. I'm kind of, this coverage is going to go on for a while now, too, because we have the whole trial. I wonder if part of the trial is going to be televised. It could be. There's so much interest in it that, you know, the people in the media would see dollar signs if this was televised, if this murder trial was televised. You know, ever since OJ, I don't think it's out of the question. If it's a state, if the charges are from the state and not the federal government, then it could very well be televised. But who knows? I hate the court sketches. I mean, like, I don't hate the sketches themselves, but I hate how, like, that's the only thing, like, that's allowed, but they can't just use video for it. It sucks. Like every year when it, like every November when it comes time to like pick a health insurance plan, the plan that I currently have, they like discontinue that and I have to pick a new one. The health insurance shit is just ridiculous. It does need to change. It shouldn't be linked to your job. I'm doing something really quick here. Let's see. Let's see. God, I'm such a bad speller. There we go. Let's see if this works. This is silly. It's not a sketch though. Download. All right. I wanted it to do like a courtroom style sketch, but it didn't do it. It just like made a picture. And I wanted it to be dogs instead of people. And I did say make the judge a bulldog, but I don't see an actual judge. I like how the one dog's wearing a fur coat. That's pretty sweet. Art. Graphic. I could play around with AI art for hours. It's fun to just kind of describe what you want. It's never exactly the way you see it in your mind, but like I made this one. I asked it to look more like a drawing. All right, let's see what this is all about. Do it as art. This is just getting ridiculous. Oh my God. This one has like a lot of dogs in it. I noticed there's if I have it generate images of people, some of these dogs have like weird crooked faces. If I generate, because it usually generates like 4 images at a time, and if I tell it to generate images of people, they always do like a person of each race. So there'll be like a white person in one picture, and then an Asian person in another, and then a black person in another. So they like, it's like diversity is like programmed into it. It's very strange. Dude, there's like a creepy one on here. There's like a weird person, and I don't know who it is. It's not a dog. Look at this. Kind of frightening. We're getting into cubism now. If I switch it back to photo, let me see if I try to make it like photo realistic. I did say do it as colored pencil. So, oh my God. Dude, there's some weird stuff going on. I don't even want to show you guys. I also said to put a chihuahua in there, and there's none. Is this one of the, like, sleep paralysis demons? Is this a man in black? I'm done with that. I'm done with that nightmare fuel. The dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Die Hard, man. The other day I went to the grocery store and I noticed that the Cinnamon Toast Crunch bacon was reduced. Like it was about to expire. So they marked down the price of it to like $2.30 or something like that when it's normally like $6-7. So I was like, fine, I'll try it because it's marked down. So I tried it. I wouldn't buy it again, but it wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be really sugary. But it just kind of has, it just tastes like bacon with like a little bit of cinnamon flavor to it. But they had garlic bacon at one point from this same company, the like Hormel Black Label bacon. They had a garlic type, and that was really good. They had a rosemary type that was really good. And last year, they didn't do it this year, but last year they had like an apple cider type that was good. I already ate it. I'm fine. It wasn't expired. It was just getting closer to expiring. I do that all the time. I just make sure to either freeze it or eat it immediately. Rosemary bacon is really good. That's a good flavor pairing with bacon. So, what should we do next? I'm thinking about wrapping it up, but if we can get a little bit closer on the goal, I'll probably stay at least another hour. So what about this? Let me do the math here. I'm really bad at math. I have to use a calculator for everything. I'm very low IQ. So... All right. $25. All right. We just need $25 to get to 55%. So if you would like to help get us to 55%, if we can do that, I'll keep the stream going for at least another hour. I don't know. I might just watch some more videos. Maybe I'll do the Indiana Jones thing. I don't know. I guess I'll take a vote. Let me put up the almighty timer. All right, let's check this out. Checking out the price of XRP really quick here. Got to keep an eye on that price. It's always good to have a solid exit strategy with any type of investment. It's good to like keep an eye on it. I do have an alert set up, but I have my phone silent all the time. So, but I do have like a notification that'll pop up at the top of my phone screen. I just don't want it going off all the time, so I just leave it on silent. Yeah. Gonna stream again tomorrow too. The drones are in Washington now too. Is there like proof of that? I've held on to my crypto. I bought this crypto in like 2018, and I've held on to it waiting for it to rise in value. And right now it's at the highest value in the last month it's gotten to the highest value that it's been since I bought into it. It's gone down a little bit, but nothing crazy. So it's already dark here, by the way. It gets dark. What time was the sunset? It gets dark here earlier than any other place I've ever lived during the winter or, fall/winter. The sunset today was 4:17 p.m. 4:17 p.m. What about during the solstice? The solstice is what, the 22nd? The sunset is actually later during the solstice. We're kind of in the time frame where the sunset is the earliest, like over the next week or so. I guess the good news is after the solstice, the days get marginally longer. And then by the time we hit the spring equinox, then the daylight hours are longer than the nighttime hours. I love it when daylight savings first starts. Because the days are like noticeably, like the daylight is noticeably longer. Ozempic. You know. People are going to know that as the Ozempic song. Like younger people that don't know the original version of it. I have the Steve Shives music in my head. Catchy. $3 left on the timer to get $25. Can we do it? Will we do it? Not a big deal if we don't. Two minutes left. 2 minutes left. One and a half minutes remaining. I'm so tired. Now we're down to the final 30. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep, 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 beep. So now we'll see if a last minute dono comes through in the next few seconds, but otherwise we're closing up shop for the night. right. Okay. I am now closing up shop for the night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, all right? I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Goodbye.